Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, John, for really giving us some more advice about how we can invest our money. Like he said, you know, don't call Chris because I'm not a mortgage advisor though. So if you call me, you pay me, I'll give you my account number. No problem, I'll collect your money. Anyway, I'm only messing. But thank you so much, John, for really giving us more in-depth of how we can invest, ways to go about it. But you know what? It is what it is. Come give it up one more time for John, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very good. All right, coming up on the show, my next guest, she's an amazing, wonderful lady. Years back, she's been on our show, but today we got to find out more about progress when it comes to a lot of areas, your confident mindset, Ricky, all of these things, even in business. She's going to pour it out today on the show. But before she comes in, here's who she is. Take it away. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela and I'm delighted to be part of this amazing show. I'm a mindset mentor and a Reiki master, and I specialize in identity shift and business and sales energetics. I help mainly women to step into their power, build unshakable confidence, and turn their passions into a profitable online business so that they can live the lifestyle they want and they can make a difference in the world. I'm originally from Poland, however, I've lived in Ireland for the past almost 20 years. And I'm well settled here in Ireland. I currently live in Dublin with my husband and my 4-year-old daughter Olivia, who is my biggest gift in life. And I love everything related to personal development and spirituality. I love challenging myself and proving myself that I can do things even though I thought I couldn't. And I love dancing and doing yoga. I'm looking forward to sharing my story with you, and I see you soon. Bye!
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Good to see you, and thank you so much. It's been a while now seeing you.
Yes,
When was the
I
last
was
time?
in the audience years ago.
And you're right here. You're now sitting down here.
So you might be here again.
That's beautiful, but that's life, you know.
Yeah.
You never know where you start from, but just keep going, and
Exactly.
you never know what.
And there are ups and downs.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gabriela. It's good to see you. It's amazing to have people like you who actually see what we do and still follow us to this day. And today, look at us talking. So never depreciate life and never look on anyone down, because you never know what will happen tomorrow. So let's get to meet you. Tell us more about the things you do.
So believe it or not, I used to be in diplomacy. So for 6 years, I worked in the Polish embassy in Dublin. I was privileged enough to deal with presidents, ministers. I was in the parliament on a weekly basis. I was on the television, RT nationwide, and on the radio. And it was an amazing journey, an amazing few years. But it was all ego-driven, you know. It was all because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel worthy, so that's why I wanted to prove myself constantly, achieving more and more. I came to Ireland with 150 euros working in Centra, and here I am working in the embassy, dealing with so many influential people. But at some stage I realized this is not how I want to live my life. I want to be fulfilled. I want to make a difference. I want to work with people and show them what's possible in their lives. Because similarly to the previous guest, I was dealing with lots of shyness in my childhood. I was dealing with eating disorders. I was anorexic for many years, and I had very low self-esteem, low confidence, and I managed to escape that box and break through my limitations, and I proved myself that I am capable of achieving so much more than I thought possible.
Wow, come here. Thank you. Well done. Well done. That's the beauty. Once you're determined in what you want to do, definitely you'll be able to achieve them. So well done to yourself. So today, you're not just only doing all this mindset, Ricky, you also more move yourself more into more business, more area. What other areas of business are you really attracted to? So
because COVID hit, we moved online with my mentor that I used to work with, because I used to work with highly successful mindset mentor, and we were running in-person events for many, many years. with lots of people every month. But then COVID hit and lots of people went online, obviously. There was massive boom around social media. And then I decided to leave my mentor and set up my own business. And I've noticed that there is so many opportunities online actually to live your life to the fullest, to live according to your own values. And I left my employment as well, and I decided to make money online and to help people do the same, because it's a learnable skill. You can learn this, how to make money online. You just have to follow some of the steps and understand social media algorithms and what people like, when people pay you, and how to create multiple income streams online. And it's there are abundance of opportunities, and
Wow.
you know.
I just like the part when people pay you. So that part is very, that's the key, But well done to you. First, it's just to talk to you about the confidence you have with all the potentials that you already built up, talking about the embassy, talking about other areas that you love to, even working for other companies, but you decided to leave them and then move on to do your own thing. What is that thing that kicks you to make this decision for you to actually leave all of this and then say, you know what, I want to do my own thing?
I always felt that I'm meant to do bigger things in life.
Absolutely.
And I was meant for more. And I always wanted to make a massive impact in the world. And even though I was doing it, working with in my career, but it wasn't big enough. I wanted to do something much, much bigger than that. And I think I'm just starting. And also, my daughter was my biggest reason. She was my biggest why. Because when she was born, I wanted to spend time with her, not in the office for 8-10 hours doing something that gave me some satisfaction, but it wasn't mine. And when you follow your calling and your purpose, it doesn't feel like working, right? Because what you do, it's your passion.
Of course.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
And it doesn't feel like working.
True.
So I feel I'm not working. I'm actually making a difference every day, speaking to people and helping them achieve their goals and build the confidence and step into the identity of a person who has their goals. Because people often set goals, create vision boards, but they don't understand that they have to become a version of them who has that life, right?
Yeah.
So even if you want to have a dream house, who is that person with that house? What do you need to do? Who do you need to become? Obviously, you need to be able to create more income, right?
Absolutely.
To manage your finances well. There is such a change that needs to happen inside of you, right? And this is the biggest missing piece that people forget about. This is your identity, your self-image, the way you see yourself will create your results.
Absolutely.
And I always say your mindset is your biggest investment, because I could see people going from few thousand a month to 100,000 a month only through working with their mindset. Because there are so many opportunities now, especially online. There are no limits.
And with what you're saying is just so fully rich, you can pick every single bit from it to say, what she's saying is amazing. But how do we find the strength to back this up?
Yeah, and it's a tricky one, because for me, becoming an entrepreneur was the biggest challenge actually in my life. Because what needs to happen, you need to shift your mindset from an employee to entrepreneurial mindset. That's the first shift that needs to happen. And then you have to step outside your comfort zone every day. Because you have no boss, you have no responsibilities and tasks, nobody pays you every month. You get sick, you get nothing, right? It's a completely different way of thinking and being. And for me, it's challenging because I have to, be vulnerable in front of people, be authentic, speak my truth, present myself constantly, be invited to interviews, take part in speaking engagements. And it takes something, it doesn't come easily.
Yeah.
But I think it also comes with practice. At the beginning, probably when you were running a show, you weren't so confident.
Of course.
Now it's habitual.
Well,
yeah,
it's true. I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's the same with making money. It's the same with stepping into any new identity that you want to become. You just practice it more and more, and then it becomes habitual, and then you are it.
Amazing. Come on, sure. What would be some of the key notes that you would give to some of your clients? You know, because when you work in this business, it's not just for yourself. Because the more you build yourself, the more you meet other people, you're be able to sell what has encouraged you to be where you are at. So how do you kind of manage your client, build them up? Because once they become so successful, they too will have to tell someone to recommend to yourself. How do you manage that?
So the answer to this question is very complex and complicated, because it all starts with self-awareness. If you are not aware of what's limiting you right now, the beliefs you have that are holding you back, you cannot move forward, right? You have to know where you are at. But it's all about really looking into what is holding you back right now, shifting that thinking and stepping into the new persona every day. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable, basically, to do something you have never done before. And you cannot expect you to be confident doing that. You just have to act in trust that, you know, the competence will be built, and then you will become confident. And also what I do with people is that I tell them always that it's a journey. You have ups and downs, but it's about taking the next step and, you know, dealing with life. I have a 4-year-old at home. My life is not always perfect. I deal with pool, you know, nappies and all this stuff.
I like what you said.
And sometimes when I lead masterminding sessions with a group of clients, Olivia is on my knees, you know, screaming or laughing, and I have to deal with that. And that's life, you know. Sure. But I keep stepping forward. So as long as you keep taking steps forward, also aligned with what you want. So just to remember that you don't have to do everything, but choose the steps that are aligned with your goals. Choose wisely, because we have only 24/7, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to say no to things that are not aligned with your values.
True.
And you have to leave some of your traits of characters, way of being, behind, that don't no longer serve you and will not allow you to reach that destination.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Thank you so much, Gabriela. It's amazing. You know, it's so rich when we get to meet people like yourself, you know, who've put so much into what has become light for them, you know, and now you're in that light stage where you're able to share this testimony, which I believe all my guests today, from the likes of Taylor D to John and now yourself, every one of you has a testimony which you all put your passion towards it. That shows that there is hope for everybody, but you got to be the one to push that in for other people to follow.
Yes, exactly. We help others through our own actions. We are being role models for others to follow. We are like lighthouses. And I say there is nothing special about me, but I just keep on taking action boldly, regardless of fear and discomfort, right? And that's what life is about. Because we are going to go through ups and downs. That's normal, right?
That's right.
When I started my personal development journey, I believed that, you know, since once you have a mindset, your life is going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
That was my belief. But I then realized that life is going to bring you some challenges, and then who are you in that challenge? The way you act, your attitude, that's what matters.
Okay, that's what we're going to leave you. Who are you in that challenge? And I believe somebody is going to go back and look at themselves and say, you know what, I can do it if you can do it. So let's put ourselves in that challenge, and the result will be yours. Gabriela, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So give it up one more time for Gabriela, everybody. All right, before we wrap up today's show, well, like you, if you have followed me on the beginning of the show, the wonderful Taylor D is going to be performing. So before you turn off that dial, don't touch it. She'll be coming back and do a performance because she got more to say. Take it away. We'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.